Cheers, bitches.
Yeah, cheers.
Clink, clink.
Thank you, thank you.
April drinking thought juice.
Yes.
I'm drinking sparkling wine. Rissa's
Hey,
drinking,
April, what is thought juice?
Mango Rita.
huh?
A mango Rita.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I call them thought juice.
Is that your name for him? Okay, let's get started. So the first question I have for you ladies tonight,
Why talking proper?
for you ladies tonight
You ladies tonight.
Understand.
is first of all, the first question is, how do you feel about living with a man before marriage? Who would like to go first? April?
Will. Okay, so for me personally, I've never lived with a man outside of family, of course, and my ex-husband. That was the only man that I was intimate with that I have lived with. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to live with somebody that I wasn't married to. But then they kind of say like, oh, we don't really know a person until you live with them, which I feel is very, very true. But I don't want to live with a person and we just continue living together for like 10 years.
That part.
I don't want to live with you and like be your girlfriend like for a long time. And I think sometimes men will get complacent and be like, okay, we cool, like we just living together and we acting married. So for me, I think that I would prefer to either be married or be solid enough in a committed relationship to know that we're not stagnant and we're just going to remain boyfriend and girlfriend for the next 7 or 8 years. I would need some official. You clean your screen. I would need some official commitment behind that living together situation. That's my.
I agree. I agree. Russell, are you there?
Is she frozen? She is real frozen right now.
Charissa.
You there?
There we go.
Okay.
Did you get any of that?
Yes, I got that. Been there, done that. Won't ever do it again. That's all I have to say about that. It goes along with what April is saying. They do get comfortable. You have these plans that you're going to go forward in the relationship and you're going to do this and you're going to do that. And it never comes to fruition.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I won't do that again. No.
For me, I had an early experience. So I did that when I was like still in my teens, living with a man. And yeah. So it gave me like early on before I hit my 20s, like what you want and what you don't want. So I just always had in my mind, like, I don't want to live with a man. Even when I got in my 20s and I had the opportunity to live with a man, I was just like, no, you keep your place, I keep mine. You know, we can spend as much time with each other as we want, but I don't want to live with a man until I'm married. I feel like I agree with both of y'all on that. Like, people get stagnant and, you know, things just kind of stop moving. And what's the saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's that saying they say? Why get a
Why buy a cow when you can get the milk for free?
that part?
Yeah.
I would have messed that all up. I'm glad I got y'all.
Why buy the cow when you can get the milk?
Don't buy the horse when the milk free.
Not milk.
The horse. I'm saying horses got milk.
No, I would have messed it all up. But yeah. So yeah. That's a no for me. A firm no.
Yeah.
As far as that. Why do I keep losing my questions?
Really?
So what are you guys' take on submission? Like, would you submit to a man?
That's not my husband? Hell no.
To the no.
No.
We all across the board agree on that. But even if he was my husband, if he wasn't showing me everything that I needed for a man to be for me, then I would still find it very difficult to be submissive.
I think that women naturally can, quote unquote, get in line when you're in line. And for me, that's a lot of different things. Like for me, I want God to be the head of your life will align. I think that will kind of line him up for me to be submissive. He definitely has to be on a certain path in order for me to be submissive, because I ain't submitting to no boyfriends. Like that's not submission that's a kind of a hard thing to do if the guy isn't in the right position. And I don't think that submission
for real
is meant for boyfriend and girlfriend, because it's such a strong word. I think that you have to be in the correct place as a married couple in order for that submission to really take place.
Because it's levels.
That act of love is a commitment in and of itself.
Right.
That's a full-time commitment in and of itself. And it only comes from being one with another person inside marriage.
Right.
But how deep do you think that submission can go? Like, how deep are you willing to go? Like, if you were married and, your husband was like, I want to be the breadwinner. I don't want you working. But if you wanted to work and he just didn't want to allow that, like, what do you feel about that?
Well, one, why don't you want me to work?
Right.
Two, understanding, are you going to be able to handle everything comfortably? And we are still comfortable, still able to save, still able to take care if there are any kids, still able to maintain the home, still able to maintain all the utilities and all the bills. Anything extra, vacations, shopping sprees, are you able to handle all of that?
Right.
Great. If you are, so be it. I'll maintain the home. I'll maintain the kids. I'll make sure you have a hot meal on your table every night when you come home. I'll do all of that. Not a problem. But we are going to figure out and get to the bottom of, well, why don't you want me working?
Right.
And
I'm with you on that one.
If it's selfish reason, then no, boo-boo. We got to sit down and have a conversation.
Right.
Yeah. But I think you kind of will know, well, you should know where a person stands, even before y'all get married, as far as, breadwinner, working, who will want to take certain roles. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like those are
even in that, Nikki,
serious relationship questions.
Even in that, you can have a standard and a timeline and hey, we're going to write this down. This is how we're going to be. In 2 years, something could come up and change all of that.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you've got to be able to be fluid and go with the program.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think it's good to have your main frame of what you want to be as a couple and what you want that to look and what you want your relationship to look like. But just know that with each passing year, every 6 months, somebody is growing. Are we going to
for real? Are we growing together?
Are we going to be important? So,
good answers, ladies. Those are well thought out.
Uh-huh.
So, we're going to switch gears.
Uh-oh. I'm scared.
It's on the list. It's on the list. So we're gonna. Do you guys enjoy role play, foreplay, elaborate. I'll go first.
Of course.
So, yes, I enjoy role play. I don't think I've ever done role play though. Um, no, I don't think I've ever done role play, but I do like foreplay, and I like to be warmed up, you know.
Questions? I don't remember this being on the list.
This is definitely on the list, boo. You was working out. I like to be warmed up. I like to get me in the mood. I like all those nice things. I like massages. I like, you know, to be wine and dined before. Like, treat me good, you know? I like all those good things.
Treat me right.
Nice massages is good, you know?
Okay. Me, Charissa, I don't think I can do role playing because I'm just goofy. I would start laughing I wouldn't be able to hold the character, whichever character that may be. I would start laughing. They'd be like, just cut the light on and shut up.
Take the suit off.
Right.
As foreplay, yes. And that's not even sexual. Foreplay can start with complimenting first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Setting the tone.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like wine and dine, you know?
Right.
Like
Send little text messages.
Right.
When I get home, great, we do what we do. But yeah. But for role playing, nah, I'm good, love. Enjoy.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to do. I'm like, listen, I'm way too goofy for that. Like, that's not gonna be enjoyable for anybody because I'll be laughing. But definitely, the foreplay doesn't always mean, the sexual side of it. Like, text me in the middle of the day, let me know you thinking about me, or send me something sweet, or
yeah, like flowers or something.
Yeah, I mean flowers. Okay. You can do flowers, but send me a cash app to go get a pedicure after work, or you know what I'm saying, just something to kind of get me like okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It don't always have to mean like the whole sexual side. It's definitely some steps that you can take to get to that, but I don't know. Men really think about that stuff. Some men don't.
So let me ask a question. Because, like we said, role play can come in so many different forms, and it doesn't always have to be like you do this, you dress up as this, and you
Right.
act like this. So if your person says, this is the type of thing that I like, I like this type of outfit, or I like this type of hair or something, do you consider that role play?
No, I just consider that taking into consideration what your partner likes and wanting
What
to
your
please
partner
them.
likes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because he wanted me blonde, so I done worked all week on my blonde wig because that's what he liked.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think that that's necessarily role play. That's just saying like, you would like to see me with this. Okay, well then we can make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's definitely different from role playing. Role playing to me is like you getting dressed in an outfit and you actually like, I'm gonna really pretend like I'm coming in the house dusting like I'm the maid. Like that's really like what I think of role playing. Like for real, you gotta get into character.
Wait, why would people think that it always goes to the maid? Like,
I don't know, because that's just common.
Let me be the boss lady.
I'm gonna rob you tonight. No.
Sneak ass, I'm gonna rob you.
Let me be the boss. Let me be I don't know, it's a lot, the lady cop.
Yeah.
No. I ain't got time for
No.
that. We just keep in the streets. I ain't got time to be playing no cops and robbers. I'm good, love.
Yeah.
I do.
Good love, enjoy.
I know, I do, because I'm silly anyway, so it's like, let me put it on.
Okay.
I come in here looking like Tina Turner.
Wait.
Come here.
But I think that you can wear the outfit, but you ain't necessarily got to role play. Like you ain't got to act it out. Like
You really don't. You
I
really
don't want to
don't.
act it out. I don't want to act it out. Like okay, this may be something that you find sexy, but I don't want to be like.
Yeah. You don't want to put the voice on. You don't want to. You don't want to do none of that. You just want to
dust yourselves.
He is.
I'm good, love.
For real.
You here. There's no pretending. No.
I'm gonna act it out.
I'm not.
I'm gonna be Dustin, and I'm gonna have an accent. Donde es los? Okay, so
next question.
Next question. What scene in a movie pissed y'all off the most? I like this question.
What scene in the movie?
Yes, pissed you off the most. Think about like,
oh, what was that movie? It was the Tyler Perry movie. What was it? Was it How Did I Get Married?
mm-hmm.
One with Jill Scott and Oh Boy.
Yeah.
Why did I?
Yeah. I think that was it. Why Did I Get Married? And he was like, basically, like he wasn't attracted to her. I don't know the scene, but that was,
that's it. That's it.
Like that did something to me. I was like,
yeah.
It was like, yeah, that really pissed me off a lot.
He acts up in all his movies.
He do act up. Like he acted
and then had the nerve to try to like her at the end when she got all dolled up and lost weight and stuff like that. Weight. Like, nah, bruh. Nah, bruh. We good over here.
Period. Pooh.
I actually did that on my TikTok, that scene from that movie.
I think I missed that. I don't know.
Yeah. Russa?
I don't know if it was a scene. It was, for me, it was the whole movie. Y'all remember the actor Michael Ealy, where he played with Sanaa Lathan, and he was like, what was the name of it? When he was the stalker. And
it was that where they were quoting poems throughout the whole movie, but in acting.
Like,
for Color Girls.
No.
That's not it.
No. This is when him and Sanaa were dating, and he ended up stalking her. Was like up under her bed. Was trying to shower.
Oh, okay.
I hate is a strong word. I despised him in that movie. I hated the whole movie. Like I was like, dude, you supposed to be shirtless and cute and with the girls and be sweet. You're not supposed to be the stalker / killer. Like I didn't like it.
Was it The Perfect Guy?
So that was.
Was that it, Rissa? The Perfect Guy?
Yes.
With Morris Chestnut in it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, The Perfect Guy.
The Perfect Guy.
And I just didn't
like
that movie at all. Nothing about. You didn't see it?
I'm trying to think. Did I see that movie? Wait,
you
with Morris Chestnut?
Yeah. Morris Chestnut, Sanaa Lathan, and Michael Ealy.
I think I did see that. Wait, Michael Ealy was okay. Yeah. I did see that. Help
Jack Hope.
Helper.
I didn't. Like it.
That was a firm no for you. Mine was Baby Boy. Like I love that movie, but Tyrese got his ass whooped throughout the whole movie, and it made me so mad.
Should have.
It made me so mad. Because every time, like he was talking all that junk throughout the whole movie, and every time, like he got beat up by them little kids.
Wait, which movie?
Because you,
Baby Boy.
Oh, girl, yes.
He got beat up by the kids when they robbed him. He got beat up when he got hemmed up by his mother's boyfriend.
Right.
He got beat up by did Snoop beat him up or no?
Gotta keep the punches in.
But I just kept hating the part where every time it was a scene to defend himself or man up, he wasn't manning up. And I'm like, girl, Taraji.
Quick question. If you get the man and say that y'all were out and about and your man gets into an argument with another dude and he ends up getting his tail whooped.
He ain't gonna get whooped with me, baby, because we fighting. Period. Period.
Would you still stay in the relationship?
He ain't gonna get beat up with me.
Answer that question. I would. Because
together. Period.
Yeah. I agree. Well, let me rewind. Let me rewind. If it's a one-on-one fight and they just brawling, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a man should be able to defend himself. But if it's to the point where it's like, you know, he's really getting his ass beat. Like, it's time for me to now find a bottle or something to try to get this man off my man. I would stay in a relationship because, you know, if he try to defend me or, you know, himself.
Okay, so my question is, what you gonna be doing the whole time they over here testing? You gonna be looking? Because I ain't built like that.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm not getting involved. My temper too bad. My temper too bad for that.
Mine is too, but I'm not getting involved in no man fight. Not unless he's like, he getting his ass beat.
I'm jumping on backs and all. He gonna be beaten without what we done. No, period. And I know that my man can fight, and we good on that. But I'm still not gonna. I'm just not built like that. No.
I'm jumping. It has to be levels to me jumping in.
Right. I agree.
What you say?
I agree. It has to be levels. If I see that you're handling your own, then you good. If I see that it's like, you know what a good fight is, like.
Yeah.
But if you just butt kicked, like after a while, I'm just be like, okay, now wait a minute, what is we gonna do?
Wait a minute.
What is we gonna do?
Yeah.
But okay. So then let me ask you. So how far do you let it go? Like, you just gonna like sit on the curb and be like, oh, okay, that's a good fight. Like, I don't understand that. Okay.
No, because I feel like if two men are fighting and your man can hold his own, it's like it's really no need for me. It's no need for me to go do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be over pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true.
Believe it or not, fights don't last that long.
No, they don't.
Just seem like they last long. But if you see, okay, it's like a 1-2. All right, that's 2 punches he done got. All right, let me see if my man gonna recoup. And he fall. He get on my man and he beating his ass. Okay, now you know what? Let me look for a brick. Let me look for a bottle, a pipe, or something to get this man off my man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's times where, you know, you can get involved in a situation and then your dude turn around and he flip on you like, yo, why you, this is a man's job.
But I feel like we already have that understanding. Like, I feel like we already have that particular understanding. Like, I like Bunny.
Look, April say in the car, we went to the club. Now look, you get into a fight, I'm in there with you. If I get into a fight, they got that understanding.
I like Bonnie and Clyde type relationships. Like, don't let me get beat up if I feel like.
But see, that's the thing. You're not gonna get beat up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so let me ask you a question. Okay, so whoever. So you out with your man, right? Chicks come up, maybe a chick or two, at least 2 chicks. So you want your man to sit up like, oh, okay, we just gonna wait to see. Let me see how many times they punch her before I get involved. No, nigga, knock them hoes out.
Wait. I didn't understand your question. So,
if you come out, right, wherever y'all at, and it's a couple of chicks, and y'all get into it, right? So do you want him to just be like, okay, well, let me see how this play out first?
No, I don't think, first of all, it's because this is the thing. Men and women play different roles. You know what I'm saying? So if my dude seen me and a bunch of females walked up to me, he not even about to let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like he trying to break that up. I feel like a woman can't play that role. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times do you see a woman trying to break up a fight and it really goes nowhere? Like, move, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, get out of the way. But a man trying to break it up. It's totally different.
No, it ain't. In 2020, no, it's not. No, it's
If you
not.
say so.
No, because they don't care.
Yeah.
They really will fight you. They don't care who is around. So my question was just saying, like, do you, because you're saying that there's different roles, so does your man just wait and see how things play out? Okay.
No, because he ain't letting it go that far.
Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of situations where you may not want it to, but you can't stop it. If it's more than one, okay, if it's one-on-one, that's different. But if it's more than one, okay, he might have her over here, but then she come around the cut. Then what? Does he just continue to say, "Oh no, don't do this, don't"?
I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be like that. I think he not letting it go. Like, he mushing, he pushing. I don't want him to physically like punch chicks. You know what I'm saying? But he mushing and he pushing tough enough to where it's like, y'all back up. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
hopefully he able to defend the situation where, you know, I don't think it's gonna be nothing like that where I can't hold my own. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, me and my dude, nah, he mushing like, nah, you not about to come up on my chick. Like, that's
Right.
how I feel. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, that's just how I feel. I agree with the whole Bonnie and Clyde, but there's levels to it. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
of
saying?
course,
Like,
there's absolutely levels to it, but I don't care if we've been dating 6 months. Don't let anybody beat me up.
no, time don't matter now. I don't care if we've been dating 3 weeks. If I'm with you, I'm with you. Like, you're not about to let nobody run up on me. Like,
Right.
that's now I'm with you on that. Time,
Right.
1 week,
All
2
this out the
weeks,
window.
3. If we together, we
First
together
date.
that night.
Yeah.
We together that night.
Let nobody beat
And
me up.
then too, like, you know what I'm saying? If, let's just say you want a blind date, or this is your first date, you can
Right.
test how the situation is going to go based off, you know, how that man responds.
Right.
And now, to Rista's question, no, I would not continue the relationship or to date or try to move further with a guy, because if he showed me his colors that night by letting some chicks run up on me,
Right.
it's no moving forward with that. You know, because I feel like if we together 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, months, years, like, you defend the woman that you're out with. And that's just the type of person that I would want to be with. Somebody who is able to defend me, even if you end up getting your ass beat. at least show me that you can defend yourself and me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to help you if I see, okay, now this is going too far. Let me jump in. You know, I'm jumping on backs. I'm finding something to bust you upside your head with. I'm doing all that. But
Nikki?
if it's one-on-one and my man is holding his own,
April?
I don't feel it's necessary for me to get
Yes.
involved. Huh? Are you there?
Oh, there we go. What, Rissa?
Oh, the camera was frozen, so I was just making sure y'all was still there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you get that?
Yes, I got that. I've got that.
Y'all crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Ever said, nah, I'm jumping in.
Period.
I'm sorry. I had my two. Look,
And I don't want to sit. I just can't. I don't want to just sit there like, oh, let's just see how I play out. Like, I don't.
and you know what?
Well, I'm not in the business of fighting a man, period. I don't think men should put their hands on women.
No,
period.
they shouldn't. I agree.
If I see that you can't hold your own and you getting like overtaken, okay, I'm gonna find a couple of, basketballs to kick in, and then come on, baby, get your stuff and let's get out of here if this ain't the fight for you. But as far as me, bunch of girls, my dude is gonna try to swoop me up in the beginning while we're still going back, because girls, we going back and forth
for a
verbally
minute, right?
for a minute. for that.
Unless y'all have already
swing
gone back and forth. Unless y'all have already gone back and forth.
I ain't going back and
Right.
forth.
But he's gonna like, you know, you got too much to lose. Let's get you out of here. Now, if we do start swinging on each other, he's gonna be there to still swoop me up, get in the middle of it and swoop me up.
Yeah.
But I don't want him touching a nail. Grab me and swoop me up. I make sure don't nobody else hit me, but grab me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to look back and be like, okay, he's trying to protect me from some stupid.
What if you want to fight though?
And yet still.
Listen, it's been too many times where I'm speaking from experience, y'all. So 37 of me, all of me, today, Nikki is not getting involved unless there's levels. I done been kicked by a man. I done been knocked as a kid in my mouth and had my tooth knocked out with a brick. So Nikki is not getting involved in these men situations. You feel me? So I'm speaking from experience when I say these things. Like, I'm good, love. Enjoy. Because the after effect of having a green,
The last time I was in a fight was high school. Like, and I wanted to fight. Like, it was years built up, was ready to fight, told everybody it's finna go down today. If y'all want to see it, third period Spanish class is going down. And he got back to my boyfriend, and before I knew it, I went to go confront this chick in her third period classroom, and next thing I knew, I was getting scooped up by my boyfriend. Hey, you finna graduate. It ain't even worth it.
Right.
And took me out to school. Like, carried me all the way down the hallway and took me. But the grown Charissa, I'm not finna fight with you. I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not finna do any of that. Because personally, I'm not finna put myself in no situation to be in no fight. Because I got too much to lose. Some of these females don't have that to lose.
Yeah, because you never know what may, you know what I'm saying, what may transpire after that. Like, I have a kid to come home to. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm speaking from situations where I have acted out because I really didn't think about anything that I had to lose. You know what I'm saying? I'm just running my mouth and reacting, and then the reaction comes back and it's like, well, damn, you know, was that really necessary? Because when you going home with, you know, bruises and stuff like that, was it really necessary? I got a kid to come home to, and how am I going to explain that?
Plus now, nobody is fighting using these.
No.
It's always, let me run to my car. Let me run to my trunk. And I got this for you. Boom, boom. A life gone over what? Over
okay,
what?
So for me, that still goes back to, I'm going to stay here and wait and see what happens between my man and this man. I don't know. And the more y'all fight, it doesn't matter whether he getting the best of him or not. I don't know how you feel about that. He could be so pissed off that his next course of action is, oh, well, let me pull my gun, no matter whether I'm beating him.
But
so I feel like, let's take care of the situation and flex so we don't get to that point.
But see, I feel like if you do that, it's getting to that point quicker than necessary, because if you, let's say you jump into a situation where your dude and another guy, you know, are brawling. You jump in, now the dude hits you. You know what I'm saying? Because he just defended himself. At this point, these just bodies. So now he hits you
take when you go for it
that way. So when you jump in and it's really not necessary, and another dude hits you, now you brought something else out of your man. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, oh, you don't hit my woman. So now we fighting for something totally different than what y'all probably originally started fighting for.
Right.
And now the situation escalates even more. You know what I'm saying? Because now you done hit my woman, you hit my wife, you hit my lady. It becomes really, really personal, I feel like.
I agree.
That makes sense.
But all right, let's switch gears.
That was fun. That was
okay. That was.
Next.
This is the last question, guys. That was cute.
Already?
That's the last question?
No, the one that I'm asking, should you go from, this is back to relationships. So should you go from dating to marriage without having been engaged in a committed relationship? And let's just say, you're dating a few guys. Let's say you're dating two guys. You know what I'm saying? They both are, they fighting. They fighting for you. They don't know they competing, but in your mind, they're competing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one steps up to the plate and say, you know what? I'm tired of, I don't want to date. I want you. And I'm ready to get married. But y'all haven't really had the chance to explore being in a committed relationship because you're dating other men.
No, I'm good.
So you good?
I think that there's a conversation that needs to be had. Hey, I was in the process of dating. I'm not ready to jump full on committed marriage, all that. I need to know that it's going to be 100% on both ends. So there needs to, I wouldn't go strictly to, yeah, let's get married, unless that's just all your main goal is, to be married in life.
Yeah, because I think
just to be married, it's just the fairy tale of it, and not actually having to put the work in.
So when you're dating, you have dating and then you have dating exclusively, right? So does this know that they're not dating you exclusively? That's the monkey wrench. Like, will he propose, or will he say, let's get, not propose, but will he say, not the whole engagement rather. So will he say, let's get married, if he knows that you are in a situation with somebody else? Like, would that change the scope of things? Like, would he be so ready to say, let's get married, if you know that you're dating someone else? Right?
April.
Yeah, I agree.
What if he's just asking you just because he's like, okay, I gotta win, and I know this is gonna make me win.
Right. So you're saying yes, he would know that you're dealing with someone else, or no, he doesn't know?
For me, if I was dating, like just to be dating, to have fun, to meet different people, I would tell the person that I'm on the date with, hey, I'm not dating exclusively. I'm just
seeing
dating
other people. Absolutely. Right.
Right.
So I think that would change the dynamic of things, if whether or not he knows that y'all are dating exclusively or not. Because I don't think that any man, honestly, that knows that you're dating other men would just go, okay, well, let's me and you get married. No, he would probably want to get married if he felt like y'all were dating exclusively, just y'all. Now, you got Jim Bob over here taking you to out to eat and on the vacations and all this other stuff. He ain't gonna just be like, let's get married.
I think it's a different kind of men these days.
Not the type I fool with, because he ain't fooling with that at all.
Look, these men these days, like, you gotta be kind of like in a committed relationship, like, probably, maybe if they were older, you know what I'm saying, and they're dating you, and because when you're dating, like, depending on what type of dating you talking about, you spending time with somebody, you getting to know them, and if the person is really interested in you, you know what I'm saying, those dates, they mean something, you know. So if it's an older guy, possibly, the questions that he's asking is mature questions, and he kind of ready to, like, nip it in the bud. Like, all right, she seemed like a good one. Yeah. Her values are good. Her morals are good. Like, let's just say we've been dating 6 months. You've been dating this older guy 6 months, and y'all done spent some good time together. And now he ready to take it there.
Six months?
Yeah, let's just say 6 months. 6 months.
Here's the thing. I believe there's no timeline. Because if you just have with somebody, you have a connection with somebody, and it's your relationship, nobody else's. And I've known people that have dated, you know, not that very long, and their marriage has lasted
Right.
way longer than people have dated for years.
That's
and
true.
get divorced the first and second
So,
year. So there's,
with
I don't think
that,
there's.
with that, if you met a man today, because you know I'm gonna challenge you on this. If you met a man today
No.
and y'all been dating 1 month, this
No.
man is at the stage in his life where this if I meet somebody and it's a wrap.
No.
They mine.
No.
Rissa, this is Charissa.
Okay.
I was married now. You trying to set me up because I'm just saying. Listen, and there's only been maybe maybe 2 or 3 men in my lifetime since I've been walking the earth that I've really felt a connection with. I've dated a lot of men, but there's only been like 2 or 3 that I felt like a real connection with. And there's no timeline. Once you feel that, you're like, I'm ready. Like,
Yeah.
ready. But then you also have to move feelings out of the way and get to the core of who that person is.
Right.
Because a lot of
Because I mean, in the beginning, it is all fairy tale. It's all, oh, he makes me feel good. You know, you probably haven't been dating that much, and he's taking you out. He's opening that side of you up again, you know?
Right.
And then now it's time to get down to, what is this person made of? And I feel like though that comes in stages, you know? What do you think, April?
Mm-mm. You said that was for Rissa. Mm-mm.
No, that question, because she said time is not.
She tried to set me up.
And I say that because I say no, because I have seen guys like on my timeline like be in relationships, and it's like every relationship you propose. So I feel like I'm just another proposal. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like I don't want to get, because you just want to be married, and I feel like that's okay because that's something that you want, but make sure that this is the person that you should be with or need to be with, or
Right.
compliments you, or you know what I'm saying? Like, what?
Well, let me do this, because I know April she's in a relationship. And so let's just say, for question's sake, that everybody's single. Would y'all participate if you had the chance in, one of those reality TV shows, Married at First Sight or Love at First Sight? Would y'all participate in any of those?
I thought about it. I thought about it when I saw, what was the one where
Netflix?
the white girl and the black girl and the white guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, that looked like real love.
They still are married though. They really love each other. Like, it's for real.
Yeah. So I was like, I don't know. Like,
with that,
it may not be a bad idea.
With that show, they got to the core of who the person was without seeing.
Yeah. And see, I didn't even watch the show from beginning to end. I watched like towards the end to end. And I thought,
when there's no physical attraction versus I'm attracted to who you really are versus what you look like outside. I think that's why they were able to connect, because it's like you said, I really know who you are. I'm getting to know you as a person, not, oh, you tall, dark, and handsome, or whatever the case.
Yeah. But how long did they get to know one another?
I think it was like 8 weeks.
Something like that.
For real, 2 months?
Maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Wow.
They went on like several dates. That's all they did all day was date. Like, from more
different people though.
Yeah, like they barely slept and ate. Like they literally did dates all day. like from sun up to sundown, did dates with different people in the house. Yeah, you should go back and watch it if it's still on Netflix.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't be close to it. Like, you know, that show, and then what's the other show that Steve Harvey, nephew Tommy hosts? What's that show called? It's on the OWN network.
I know. I don't remember the name of it.
Oh my God, I can't think of the name of it. But anyway, I thought about that show too, and I was like, this might be interesting. You know, being single and going on something like that. I mean, to me, it has to feel right, because a lot of things are scripted, and I'm not saying that it's not scripted, but to me, it kind of, some of it feels authentic. It has to feel authentic for me, you know?
Right.
That's true.
Yeah.
I get it.
Y'all good?
We're good.
We had some good questions, some good conversation.
I like it.
Thank you for inviting us on, Miss Nikki Solomon.
Thank y'all for joining me. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. We had some good conversations, some good topics. Would y'all be interested in like doing this again
Yeah, absolutely.
at a future date?
Yeah, sign me up.
Y'all want me to come up with the questions, or y'all coming up with the questions?
No, you did good with the questions.
Really?
April needs to come up with the questions for next week.